The number of coronavirus cases in the UK has hit its highest level on a Saturday as more than 6,000 infections were reported for the fourth day in a row. A further 6,042 lab-confirmed infections were detected in the 24 hours up to 9 a.m. on Saturday, taking Britain's total to 429,277 a day after the country set a new daily record with 6,874 new cases. Scotland, 714, and Northern Ireland, 319, each set new individual records for the daily number of new cases. An additional 4,639 infections were reported by England, while Wales had 370. The number of patients in hospital increased by 111 to 1,727 as of Thursday, the latest available data. The government said 34 people had died within 28 days of testing positive for COVID-19 as of Saturday. This brings the UK total to 41,971. Separate figures published by the UK statistics agencies show there have now been 57,600 deaths registered in the UK, where COVID-19 was mentioned on the death certificate. Have you been affected by coronavirus? Email webnews@mirror.co.uk. Of the 34 new deaths, 30 occurred in England, 3 in Wales and 1 in Northern Ireland. There were no new fatalities in Scotland. England's toll in all settings is now 37,270. The number of confirmed cases increased by 4,639 to 368,919. Earlier, NHS England said a further 20 people who tested positive for COVID-19 have died in hospital in England, bringing the total number of confirmed deaths reported in hospitals to 29,891. Those victims were aged between 43 and 96, and all had known underlying health conditions. The deaths were between April 3 and September 25. 4 other deaths were reported with no positive COVID-19 test result. Scotland's record for daily coronavirus cases was broken again as 714 more infections were confirmed. The Greater Glasgow and Clyde Health Board area saw the highest number of new infections, with 270, while NHS Lothian recorded 113 and Lanarkshire reported a further 91 cases. The Scottish Government also said that 11.5% of those newly tested have been found to have the virus, the highest since the figure has been made public. It was the 5th day in a row the record has been broken, with the figure almost tripling since Monday, when it was 255 new cases in one day. In total, 27,232 people have tested positive for the virus since the beginning of the pandemic, up from 26,518 on Friday. Despite the increase, no new deaths have been recorded, leaving the number of fatalities at 2,510. Public Health Wales reported 370 new cases for an overall count of 22,584 since the outbreak began. The death toll climbed to 1,612 after 3 more fatalities were confirmed. First Minister Nicola Sturgeon urged on Twitter, "This is our biggest daily tally of cases so far. Important therefore to start with some caveats. We are doing much more testing now than in spring. These figures are impacted by university clusters. and Test and Protect is working hard and well. However, we have absolutely no room for complacency. On the contrary, cases are rising across Scotland, as in other countries. The number of people in hospital, 99 today, has doubled in last couple of weeks. And we can only beat COVID back together. We must all play a part. So please, for now, stay out of each other's houses, stick to the 6 Haves rule outdoors and in indoor public places, download Protect Scot, and follow facts. We will get through this, but only if we all act to protect ourselves and each other. Let's stick with it. Northern Ireland reported 1 additional death, taking its total to 578, while the number of confirmed cases increased by a record 319 to 10,542. Meanwhile, results of coronavirus tests carried out in an NHS hospital Public Health England lab, and those done as part of the Office for National Statistics National Surveillance Programme, cannot be linked with the newly launched NHS COVID-19 app, officials have admitted. The Department of Health and Social Care, DHSC, said it is aware of the issue and urgently working to resolve it. The Welsh Government said there is no such issue in Wales. The app, which has been available for download across England and Wales since Thursday, has been hailed by Health Secretary Matt Hancock as an important step forward in the fight against the virus. More than 32.53 million people have been reported to be infected by the novel coronavirus globally, and 986,655 have died, according to a Reuters tally. Infections have been reported in more than 210 countries and territories since the first cases were identified in China in December last year.